Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Friday, September 2nd, 2016, around 7:15 in the morning in Belleville, Massachusetts. It's a sunny day out today. It's going to be in the upper 70s today. Saturday's supposed to be another nice day, but the rest of the weekend is iffy because of what's going to go on with Tropical Storm Hermine, which hit the Florida coast as a minimal hurricane. We do need the rain, and we might get some beneficial. So this weekend, do not go to the beach because of a lot of rip currents and wind and possibly rain. Some news to report: the New York Giants beat the New England Patriots by a score of 17-9 in the last preseason game of the year. Brady played the first half. The last game Brady plays for 6 weeks because he has to serve that suspension. Also, the Lowell Spinners games against the Connecticut Tigers were rained out. Doubleheader today. The Spinners need one more victory to clinch a playoff spot. And it's Happy National VJ Day in the United States. So happy National VJ Day. And that's about it on the news. My first video blog subject of the day is my take on sabermetrics in baseball. Sabermetrics is a stat that's been how to determine a baseball player's skills. They've been real popular for the past several years. It's usually the players with like the great statistics like home runs, RBIs, batting average for everyday baseball players, and for pitchers, it's win, loss record, strikeouts, ERA. That's the traditional way for stats, but over the past several years, it seems those stats are kind of a little bit secondary, with like sabermetrics taking over. Sabermetrics is short for about an acronym for like Society of American Baseball Research, and sabermetrics became real popular by Bill James, who was a baseball historian and also like an advisor to the Red Sox. He came out with several books ranking players by the sabermetrics over the years. And some of the big stats on sabermetrics is WAR, which is wins above replacement. It determines how a player is more valuable to his team, how many more wins he is with like a player who is like a minor leaguer or like a backup player would take over. And that's it's a very big stat. Another big stat for how to determine a player's skill with sabermetrics is OPS. It's on base percentage plus slugging percentage. That's how to do with for batters. If you have a very high like OPS, you're doing pretty good, and that they value that more. Another one is runs created. That's getting to be real popular. Catches ERA, late inning pressure situations. There's runs created. There's even a stat that has like doctor. It's DR. It's unbelievable. And the pitchers, which the most popular for pitchers is WHIP, which is walks plus innings per 9 inning, which is a very interesting stat. And usually if a player has a kind of a good whip, he should be considered for Cy Young consideration. And a lot of experts in Major League Baseball and even a lot of GMs are big proponents of sabermetrics, including Billy Beane, the general manager of the Oakland A's. He used a lot of sabermetrics to lead the A's to several division titles in 2000s, getting players who had a lot of sexy good stats for sabermetrics. Theo Epstein, the president of the like Cubs, and Brian Kenny of the Major League Baseball Network, and also another person who talks a lot about good sabermetrics is Buster Only of ESPN. He's kind of a big proponent of sabermetrics, and usually sabermetrics now is kind of determining on how voting is done for Cy Young Award winners and MVPs. Usually in the past, the trend for MVP players in both leagues and Cy Young players in both leagues were if they have a great win-loss record, a good ERA, and good strikeout numbers. And then for batters, if they had like high batting average, so many hits, home runs, RBIs. But those like stats now are kind of a little secondary because a lot of writers are kind of voting players who have good sabermetrics to get like Cy Young consideration. And sabermetrics is so popular now. I think sabermetrics are taking over as like the primary baseball statistics, which is a little bit good and a little bit bad. There's a lot of traditionalists in Major League Baseball says a value of a player should be more of like the traditional stats than sabermetrics, because kind of sabermetrics is kind of a little bit of somewhat of skill, determine player skill, which is okay, but like it's like if they have the traditional stats, that's better in my humble opinion. But hey, if it's popular, people like it, go with the flow. That's my take on sabermetrics. I'll be back later. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 2 more video blogs. One will be about the history of WMUR TV Channel 9 in Manchester, New Hampshire. And the third and final video blog of the night personality profile. Tonight's personality profile will be Florida Panthers goaltender Roberto Luongo. Like I always say, keep calm, everybody. And I'm Julie Pettingay, Molly Rosemel of WCCOX and its nice legs. Elizabeth Hot, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 in New York is such a cougar. She got the best legs in New York City. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Another cute leggy blonde. And in the words of Sean Lucia, get out. See you later, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus. Bye.